In the National Football League, the 2-minute warning is given when 2 minutes of game time remain on the game clock in each half of a game. Teams have used this time to regroup and have often changed the results of a game. Heart to Heart is offering you what we are calling a few-minute warming. These inspirational words may be just what you need to change the outcome of your life. Join us for a warming to fill your heart.
When a community suffers a loss, talk of heroes abounds. So it was when news began to spread like an errant flame that 2 of our community's firefighters were killed in the line of duty. That day I was teaching at a close-by high school collecting a poetry notebook assignment. Of course, I was also collecting excuses as to why some were not completed. One student, however, looked different as she came up to me with tears brimming in her eyes, explaining that her mom was going to bring her assignment, but she instead got called to the fire station. My student's dad is a firefighter for that station, and she didn't know if he was one of the 2 she had just heard had died in the fire. She had no idea at that moment if her dad was dead or alive. I asked her if she wanted to go to the guidance office or if there was anything I could do, but she said she'd rather stay in class. So she did. I tried not to stare as she attempted to read the book in front of her, dabbing her eyes, trying to be strong. In her next class, she finally received the text message from her dad telling her he was okay. Still, for 1 hour and a half, this 15-year-old sat in my classroom doing her work, not knowing if her life was changed forever. For me, that moment was a gentle reminder that we can't ever fully know what's going on with someone else. Just like understanding that a student who isn't prepared for an assignment might actually be summoning up heroic strength, maybe the person driving too slowly in front of my always late for something car is coming home from receiving life-altering news. Perhaps the man who was rude to me at the grocery store is really just doing the best he can. We need to use these times of tragedies to recognize that each of us may not know what the next person might be going through. Sometimes the hero among us makes the morning paper and evening newscast, but sometimes the hero among us comes in unrecognizable forms, like the young teenager who sits in class for over an hour, doing her work while waiting to hear if her dad is still alive. I'm not saying we need to make a habit of expecting less from everyone, but perhaps it's time to expect a little more from ourselves.
We thank you for accessing the Heart to Heart app. Please return again to hear inspiration that may make you laugh or even cry, but most importantly, bring you closer to your Savior, Jesus Christ.